Welcome back to the Northwestern Wildcats Dynasty on NCAA Football 14, guys, aka College Football Revamped, and we are in Season 2, getting ready to kick things off. And today's video will get you all set and ready for the kickoff of Season 2. We'll take a look at the roster, take a look at the new schedule, take a look at the new conference, and what you can expect from our Wildcats in Season 2. So a lot of returning starters for our Wildcats after what could have been a scary offseason. Jason Mitchell, our starting quarterback, is back for his senior campaign, even though he tested to see if he was eligible for the draft or if he would be drafted. He decided to return, and that's a big get for us. Mitchell comes back as a 93 overall with 93 throw power and 95 accuracy. Shockingly, he only has 59 speed. He's coming off an impressive first season as a starter, 3,400 yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. But behind him, we are very young. Tyrell Carter, the true sophomore, is quarterback number 2 on this roster now, 6'5", 205. Then we have Cooper Wright, a true freshman, 6'4", 207. Another true freshman, and Jeff Cameron, 6', 203. And then you have Evan Pierce, the redshirt freshman, 5'11", 202. He's a 67 overall. So glad that Jason is back for his senior campaign. If he didn't return, we were going to be in a lot of trouble. But this offense runs through Charlie Garcia, the senior back, 6', 190, coming off almost an 1,100-yard season last year, 15 touchdowns. We're happy to have him back. Again, we are very young in the running back room. Having Charlie back with this offense is a major deal. 92 speed, 89 acceleration, 86 break tackle with 92 elusiveness. Behind him, Paul Nelson back for his redshirt sophomore season. You've got Robert Francis coming off his redshirt, 68 overall. Eli Collins, a true freshman running back from Florida, 65 overall. And then Kevin Stanley, another true freshman, 63 overall, 85 overall. 85 speed, excuse me. Collins and Stanley both will receive the red shirt this year, meaning that Francis, Nelson, and Garcia will be on the main roster. The wide receiver room saw 4 seniors leave, meaning that Daniel Odom, returning for his junior campaign, will be wide receiver number 1, 85 overall with 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 88 route running, 88 catching. Last year, 52 grabs for 636 yards and only 3 touchdowns. Numbers were down from his freshman year, which he had 64 grabs for 870 yards and 11 scores. Behind him, redshirt freshman Lonnie Jefferson, coming off his redshirt season, will be our possession wide receiver at 6'4", 220. He's a 79 overall with only 84 speed, with 86 acceleration, 83 agility, but he's got great route running, 90 route running. He's got great catch in traffic, spec catch, and he can jump out the gym. He's going to be a problem inside the red zone. At slot, J.J. Casper comes off of his red shirt. He's, a short king, 5'8", 205. He's a 78 overall. He's got 89 speed, 88 acceleration with 83 agility. Great route running, but his hands are a little bit of a concern. But he's got a solid catch in traffic, and he can jump just a little bit. So those will be our top 3 wide receivers. Trent Barnes is back for his sophomore season. He was our returner last year. Then you've got Kevin Morgan, a redshirt sophomore, 5'11", 183. He's 72 overall with 89 speed. KJ Washington, another freshman coming off of his redshirt season, 6'2", 210. I'm excited to see what he can do on the field. 90 speed, 84 acceleration. He's got 82 route running, but his catching still needs some work. And here are our true freshmen. Amari Hendricks from Columbia, Mississippi, 6'1", 195. He comes in as a 69 overall with 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 86 agility. And then the speedster Wendell Grant. We were excited to get this kid here, but we decided to put the red shirt on him, 69 overall with 94 speed, 83 acceleration, 74 agility. He's got 80 route running, but the major concern is his hands, only a 61 in catching. So him having to sit a year to learn behind players like Odom and Jefferson is only going to make him better once he comes off his red shirt. At tight end, Adrian Butler is back for his senior campaign. Even though he had a terrible offseason, he actually got negative points in his offseason workouts. So he dropped down to a 78 overall with 77 speed. We had a transfer come in, D Boom, tight end, 6'6", 250. He came from Minnesota. He signed with us in the offseason. I'm excited to see what he can do next season. And then Josh Thompson moves over from fullback to tight end to play tight end number 2 for us. The offensive line gets better. Peter Lawrence is back for his senior campaign, 78 overall. You got Josh Covington at left guard. He's back for his junior campaign, 82 overall. Adam Gaither, redshirt junior, 5'11", 271, 81 overall at center. Charlie Wallace, senior, 6'3", 303. He's an 80 overall. And then at right tackle, John Roberson, 76 overall, senior, 6'5", 282. So in this offseason, at the end of season 2, we're really going to have to make recruiting offensive line a priority. A lot of seniors, a lot of upperclassmen that are going to be leaving and going to leave some holes filled. To the defense side of the ball, we go. Alex Harris back for his senior campaign. The big fella, man, coming off an 11-sack season last year, 6'1", 250. We have switched up our defense now, man. We're going to be a base 4-3 defense. Coach Autry trying to get more speed on the field, but Alex Harris is a dominated player. He's got 64 speed, 80 acceleration with 82 strength. He's got a great power move, solid finesse, and solid block shedding. But it's the freshmen behind him that are going to be pushing for playing time. Ethan Schock, 6'6", 275, true freshman from Southside, Alabama. 79 speed, 77 acceleration. He's got 76 power move and finesse move with 73 block shedding. And then you've got Cody Kallmeyer coming off his redshirt season, 6'1", 250. It's a 63 overall with 72 speed, 82 acceleration, with 75 strength and a 76 finesse move. So a lot of guys who can get after the quarterback. On the right side of the defensive line, Mike Kraft moves from middle linebacker down to defensive end. 79 overall with 80 speed, 95 acceleration. He's got 78 tackle, but it's his finesse move and his ability to get off of blocks that have the coaches excited for him to be in a new position. 80 block shed, and he's got 79 hit power. But I think I speak for all of Wildcat Nation to say that we are excited to see the true freshman Chaz Vinay get some playing time early. 74 overall with 75 speed, 77 acceleration. He's got 83 tackle with an 80 power move and 81 block shed. Also 83 pursuit and 80 hit power. The true freshman will see a lot of playing time early is what Darnell Autry is telling me. I'm excited to see what he could do in the pass game and as a run stopper. Now behind him is Arthur Barnes, the redshirt junior. He's 6'2", 265, 70 overall. We have a revamped defensive tackle room led by Travis Kennedy, the senior, 6'2", 279, a true pass rusher with 67 speed, 87 acceleration. Look at the power move, a dominating 98 power move, 85 tackle with 83 block shed. And behind him, we've got a host of great players, man. Carlos Mays, the redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 292 from Colorado. He's a 75 overall. He's got an 83 power move, 75 finesse, and 81 block shed. Cody Harris is a name that you need to be familiar with. 71 overall with 62 speed. But look at his pass rushing traits. 85 power move, 91 finesse move, and 84 block shed with 74 acceleration. From what Coach Autry is telling me, he's going to be more of your pass rush, 3-technique defensive tackle. Think Warren Sapp when you see Cody Harris on the field. Also back for his sophomore campaign is B.J. Blygen, who saw more time at fullback than he did D tackle last year. He will be in the rotation this year, 5'9", 285. Great strength, solid speed, power move is there. But we just got to work on his block shed a little bit more. Also, Tommy Sutherland, another big fella, 6'3", 290, 68 overall. He's got a 75 power move with 81 block shed. And then our true freshman is Alonzo Lucas, 6'5", 247. We got to put some weight on him. Came in as a defensive end, but with his traits, he more fits our defensive tackle position with 64 speed, 73 acceleration, 74 power move, and 76 block shed. To the linebacker room we go. A lot of changes here. Marcus Sharp moves into the starting position at outside linebacker, 79 overall with 79 speed, 83 acceleration. He comes in with 84 tackle, 86 block shed. The only thing keeping him off the field, he cannot cover. Zone coverage is not there. Man coverage isn't really there. But he's got great hit power. Behind him, Doug Franz, the true junior from Illinois, 6'4", 228, 83 speed with 83 acceleration. But the tackling and block shedding really aren't there for him. So he will be seeing a lot of time on special teams. But then we have a transfer come in, Trevor Gordon from Iowa, 6'1", 204, our fastest outside linebacker with 87 speed, 85 acceleration. He's got 64 agility, though, 73 tackle. His block shed needs some work. His pursuit needs some work. But coming in as a transfer, it's a good look, man, because he can sit behind Sharp and learn and be able to come in and possibly start once his transfer is up. Up the middle with Kraft moving to defensive end, Kenny Taylor moves into the starting position, 79 overall with 81 speed, 95 acceleration with 86 tackle, and 77 block shed with 75 pursuit. I'm excited to see what he could do in his senior year. Last year, only 16 tackles. He's going to be the primary captain for our defense. He'll have that green dot, so he'll be calling the plays. Behind him is another senior, and Kenny Cannon from Illinois, 6', 234, 85 speed. Last year for him, 19 tackles on the year. He's got 85 speed, 83 acceleration with 80 tackle, 86 block shed. When we switch up and go to our different defenses, such as the 3-4 or even the 4-4, Cannon will be on the field. But the linebacker in waiting right now is Jacob Mosley, the true freshman, 85 speed, 86 acceleration with 80 agility, 65 tackle, needs some work, but he's getting 74 block shedding and 77 pursuit. We're excited to see what the true freshman can do once he comes off his red shirt next season. To the other side, Marlon Glover, 6'3", 220, is going to be your starting right outside linebacker. 83 speed with 79 acceleration, 79 tackle. Also behind him, you've got Ronnie Robinson, the redshirt junior, 6'7", 231, with 80 speed, 81 acceleration. He's got 80 block shed with 76 pursuit, 77 hit power. Again, our outside linebackers, nothing really jumps off the page until you get to Justin Tyson, the true freshman. 79 speed, 77 acceleration with 72 tackle, 72 block shed, 69 hit power. Again, a lot of our true freshmen right now getting the red shirt, which is allowing them to learn behind these seniors who will be here just for this one season. Our cornerback room has seen some players leave and get some players shifted around. Right now at cornerback number 1 is Donald Hughes, 5'10", 169 from Canada. He's got 92 speed, 86 acceleration, 77 agility, with 85 man coverage and 96 zone coverage with 75 press and 96 play rec. Now, if you remember last year, Hughes was getting torched in coverage. So we're making the decision to move him to the outside instead of the inside playing the slot. He had last year 51 tackles, a sack, and 1 interception with 4 pass breakups. But this year he's going to be playing more in the outside role, opposite of Louis Stewie. Louis Stewart back for his senior campaign, comes in at 6'2", 186, 91 speed, 94 acceleration, 87 agility with 85 man coverage, 81 zone, 93 press. He's got 64 catch, 75 play rec with 81 pursuit and 87 jump. Last year, big year for him. He had 42 tackles, 4 interceptions, 2 pick sixes, and 6 pass breakups. Honestly, if we're looking at quarterback number 1, Louis Stewie is probably that guy. But I'm expecting big things out of true freshman Kellen Stevenson. He comes in at 6'1", 173, 87 speed, 87 acceleration with 88 man coverage off rip with 83 press, 84 zone. I'm going to get him on the field early. We got to get him out here playing. I honestly think we should do a rotation where it's Stewart, Stevenson, and Hughes as our top 3 corners, and then you throw in Nathan Beast, who's going to be a problem, man. He's coming off his redshirt season, 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 88 agility. He's got great man coverage, 84 man coverage, 75 zone, 89 press is what I'm most excited about. So with the combination of Hughes, Stewart, Stevenson, and Beast at cornerback, it's going to be hard for these defenses to throw the ball on us. Then you throw in a player like Leon Sandcastle, who can play all over the field. Last year, played more in the safety spot. This year, we shift him over to corner. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 85 agility. He's got 80 man coverage with 73 zone coverage and 76 press. He made a lot of plays for us last year. 32 tackles, a sack, and an interception. And then you've got Curtis Clark, the redshirt junior, 6'3", 183 for Michigan. This is an interesting player, man. Last year, 26 tackles, a sack, and an interception. 90 speed, 84 acceleration, 83 agility. He's got 86 zone coverage, and 77 catch. So we're going to play him deep, where he's going to be our deep safety in a lot of formations, which allows players like Mike Sisk, who you're going to see here in a few minutes, and our strong safety to kind of move around a lot more. But I'm excited to get Curtis Clark to play the deep half of the field for us this year. Talk about Mike Sisk. This is our playmaker in the secondary. And on the defensive side of the ball, 89 overall, 97 speed, 99 acceleration with 87 agility, 84 tackle, 89 zone coverage, 85 hit power. He's coming off an All-American season, 73 tackles, 3 interceptions. He had a pick 6. He had 4 deflections this year or last year. He's a junior, so hopefully we have him for another 2 years. Behind him, we have Anthony Hall, who's going to be a redshirt freshman. Who's a true freshman getting redshirted this year, 71 overall with 90 speed, 92 acceleration, 82 agility. He's got 74 zone coverage with 71 play rec. Then you've got Corey Griffin, the junior redshirt, 66 overall with 86 speed, 85 acceleration, 81 agility. He's got 76 zone coverage, which is not bad. But we're excited for Kenneth Orange, another redshirt freshman, 5'10", 180 from Illinois, 86 speed with 95 acceleration, 80 agility, 71 man coverage, 75 hit power, 76 catching. Very fast, gets after the ball. We're excited to see what he can do once he gets on the field. He'll see a lot of time on special teams starting this year. And then at strong safety, David James is back for his senior campaign. Tough offseason for him, man. He had an injury which did not allow him to partake in a lot of the offseason training camps. He's back, though, with 63 tackles last year, a sack, 3 interceptions, pick 6, 3 forced fumbles. We're playing him more as a sub linebacker just because he doesn't have the speed. 81 speed, 90 acceleration, 79 agility, 80 tackle, though, with 79 zone coverage and 75 play rec. He plays very well inside the box. Pause. He's a playmaker for us. Again, we're excited to see what he can do in his senior campaign. Behind him, you've got George McCray, a true freshman, 6'2", 195, 68 overall. He has 87 speed, 93 acceleration, 87 agility, 75 zone, and 71 man. And then T.J. Randall. This kid is going to be something special, man. He'll be strong safety number 2 for sure. 6'4", 215, 86 speed with 93 acceleration, 86 agility. He's got 68 zone coverage, 68 tackle, and 71 hit power. A lot of these guys are going to see time on special teams, and that's how you work your way up to getting more playing time. Our kickers, Jake Maddox is back for his sophomore campaign. It's a 74 overall, and you've got Will Davis, our punter. He comes back as a 76 overall. So here's a look at the depth chart. Jason Mitchell, your starting quarterback. Then you got Charlie Garcia, All-American, being your starter at running back. Paul Nelson will see a lot more time this year. At wide receiver, here's a look at the wide receiving group. You got Daniel Odom and Lonnie Jefferson playing on the outside with J.J. Casper playing in the slot. Now behind them, Barnes will be on the outside with K.J. Washington, and Kevin Morgan plays the slot. Here's your look at your tight ends. Adrian Butler and Josh Thompson are your 1s and 2s. Lonnie Jefferson is tight end number 3 on the depth chart. Starting on the offensive line, Peter Lawrence at left tackle. You've got Covington at left guard, Gaither at center, Charlie Wallace at right guard, and John Roberson at right tackle. Defensive side, Alex Harris gets the start, but look for Ethan Schock to get a lot of playing time this year Chaz Vinay will be your starting defensive end on the right side. Mike Kraft will be worked in as a pass rush specialist. Here's a look at your D tackles: Travis Kennedy, Carlos Mays, Cody Harris, and BJ Blige are your top 4 defensive tackles. There will be a rotation, so everybody will be seeing the field. Outside linebacker, like we mentioned, Marcus Sharp gets the start. Kenny Taylor and Kenny Cannon, the 2 Kennys, will be starting at middle linebackers, and you got Marlon Glover on the outside getting the start. Cornerback room, this is what I mentioned before. You got Kellen Stevenson, Louis Stewart, and Donald Hughes as your top 3. Nathan Beast will be cornerback number 4 with Curtis Clark playing over the top at deep safety. Leon Sandcastle, cornerback number 5. At free safety, Mike Sis gets the start with Kenneth Orange behind him. David James gets the start as strong safety, but like I mentioned before, in a lot of formations, he will be playing sub linebacker. Kicker is Jake Maddox. Will Davis is your punter. Mike Sisk will be back as your kickoff returner with Daniel Odom as number 2. And then Leon Sandcastle's returning punts. Taking a look at the polls, the voters have us 57th in the country right now with a B- overall, B on offense, B- on defense, and a D+ on special teams. I would disagree with that a lot. We are a better team than what's on paper. Looking at the top of the board, though, Oklahoma comes in as your number 1 team in the country, followed by Texas A&M. Michigan is 3rd. Minnesota is 4th. You got Penn State in at 5. Miami is ranked 6th as of right now. California is 7th. Utah in at 8. Wisconsin is 9. And Florida State rounds out your top 10. You got Army, Mississippi State, Alabama, Kentucky, and Colorado as your 11 through 15. And you got USC, TCU, Navy, Michigan State, Air Force, Georgia, Baylor, Iowa, Georgia Tech, and LSU rounds out your top 25. In case you guys missed the offseason stream, there has been a lot of moves in college football this year. The Big Ten welcomes in USC, Oregon, UCLA, and Washington to the conference. Now, here's a breakdown of what the teams look like in the Big Ten East. You got Michigan, Penn State, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Ohio State, Maryland, Purdue, and Indiana. Now, in the Big Ten West, Minnesota, USC, Iowa, Oregon, UCLA, your Wildcats, Illinois, and Washington round out the Big Ten. A lot of movement here in college football this year. You're looking at the ACC. They welcome in Notre Dame. And I believe Rutgers is back in the ACC. In the Big 12, Utah, Colorado, TCU, Baylor, BYU, West Virginia, Arizona, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Houston, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, UCF, Kansas, Iowa State, and Arizona State. There's only one independent now, and that is Army. In the Pac-12, only 5 teams left in the Pac-12 as California, Nebraska, Stanford, Washington State, and Oregon State. Nebraska leaves the Big Ten to go to the Pac-12. And in the SEC, they welcome some new players some new teams as well. Oklahoma, and then you've got the Texas Longhorns. So a lot of moving and shaking, making it for a more fun college football experience for a lot of teams. And it's also going to be a recruiting battle for a lot of schools. Take a look at your Heisman watch, early Heisman watch. You've got quarterback Roosevelt Prince from TCU. You've got Matt Watkins at running back from South Carolina. Matt Barnes, senior quarterback from Kentucky. Ryan Henderson, quarterback from Tulane. And then you've got Chris Robinson from Colorado. Taking a look at the preseason All-Americans. Shout out to Charlie Garcia making first-team All-NCAA, as well as Alex Harris and Travis Kennedy on our defensive line. 3 players in the secondary: Louis Stewie, Mike Sisk, and David James, all first-team All-Americans. Then in the Big Ten, Charlie Garcia makes first-team All-Big Ten. So does Alex Harris, Travis Kennedy. You got Stewart, Sisk, David James on this list as well. On the second team, we have Carlos Mays at D tackle, Donald Hughes at corner. Now what you all have been waiting for. It's time to unveil the Season 2 schedule for our Northwestern Wildcats. And I'll say this right now. This is going to be the toughest season yet for the boys in purple. We start things off in week 2, headed up to Boulder to take on Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffalo. The Buffalo come in ranked 15th in the nation. Then in week 3, we return home for our first home game of the season, taking on the Duke Blue Devils. In week 4, we kick off Big Ten play, taking on the 16th ranked USC Trojans. Then in week 5, we hit the road, taking on the Hoosiers. And in week 6, we head up to Oregon for the first time to take on the Ducks. Homecoming is against the 4th ranked Minnesota Gophers. Then we get our bye week in week 8. In week 9, the Hawkeyes come to town, followed by UCLA. Then we hit the road for 2 more games, taking on the 19th ranked Spartans. And we head up to the Pacific Northwest to take on the Huskies of Washington. Then in week 14, we head down south to take on the Illini in the rivalry game. So I'm not going to show you guys just yet the recruiting board. I'm still trying to tweak it a little bit, find the right players, the needs that we have going into season 3. But in the meantime, in the comment section down below, where do you guys think we will finish in the Big Ten? That's a tough schedule that we have this year. But I believe in our squad, and I think we could make some noise here in the newly revamped Big Ten. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. We'll kick things off in week 2 as we take on the Buffalo. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell, join the Noti Squad. And make sure you guys check out all those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG, and come through and join the Discord fam. And we'll talk from Boulder when we take on the 15th ranked Buffalo. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace. Big shout out to all the members that support this channel. If you would like to become a member, check out the link down below.